I'm a boy mom, and that's what I do for a living. Eh? That's what I do for a living. That's what I do for a living. That's what I do for a living. That's all I do for a living. My son is somewhere. They are looking after him in school. So I have free 2 hours to use. Actually, it's actually not up to 2 hours because dropping him off, I have been to his GP to drop his letter of immunization down. I've been to store to pick a few items up, and then I am back home. So I do not have that luxury of 2 hours anymore. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to finish making this soup before I go back to pick him up, because pickup time is 3 o'clock to 3:30. While we are talking about that, I got a new pot, and I'm excited about this new pot that I bought. I don't know why I'm very, very excited about it. Yeah, I've bought a bigger one before, but the big one that I got was from Vogue. This one is from Ikea, made by Ikea. And I thought, you guys remember when I got all of my Scoville pots? Like the Scoville pots, Scoville brand, Scoville Pros, they are not bad pots. They are good. They are non-sticks, but in as much as, because they are non-stick, they eventually come off. They actually put something inside that pot for it to be non-stick. Yeah, so those things come off. And my pot, even the regular Scoville, I have the regular Scoville and I have the Scoville Pro. So I think they are beginning to come off, and I thought actually stainless steel pots are the best, because you guys think back, if you are around my age, then you would know like what they call the Toa pots. Toa pots are pots that I grew up with. Like the house where I grew up, they use Toa pot. When Toa pot gets dirty, like when you cook with Toa pot and the bag gets dark, what you need to do is to get iron sponge and scrub it. Or if you don't even have iron sponge, what you need to do is to get sand. You know, sand, as in sand, sharp sand, the type they get from inside river, or the type you get from erosion, or where erosion have passed. Yeah, those sharp sand, if you pack them, use them to scrub Toa pot very well, and they'll begin to shine again, and it's not leaking, nothing is happening to that pot. And the worst that could happen to a Toa pot after a very long time is that the handles used to come off. That's the worst I've seen with Toa pot. So I thought, and Toa pots are stainless steel pots. So I thought, I might just go back to stainless steel pot, because I don't think stainless steel pots are harmful. If it was harmful, like since I was born, they've been using Toa pot. They've been using Toa pots. My sister used Toa pots, transferred to me. I mean, transferred for me. My sister used Toa pots in school. She dropped them. I picked the Toa pots that my sister used them. My younger sister picked them. She used them. Our younger brothers are using them in school right now as I'm talking to you. So I feel like stainless steel pots is the best way to go. And that's why I've decided to like gradually return all of my pots to stainless steel. Don't get me wrong, I still have my Scovilles and they're working perfectly well, but in the nearest future, I want to just I want to just cook with stainless steel pot, except otherwise. So I picked up this one from Ikea. Ikea gave me, it's more like it's free. It's a voucher. Ikea gave me a £30 voucher for items that I ordered, and then they delivered lately, or they were supposed to come pick up an item from me and they didn't come to pick up on time. So they decided to give me is it compensation, or I don't know what that is called, like when you I think it's compensation. So they gave me £30 voucher, e-voucher, and this pot was going for £29.99. But at the time when I bought this pot, it was on sale for £25, 25, yeah, I think 25.99 or so. So I was able to get this pot for £25.99, and then eventually it's actually free because I used their voucher to buy it. So if you want to order this pot, it's going to be like £25 or £30. That's what it is. So this is a pot that is giving me the morale to make egusi soup right now. So I'm going to open up this pot and start the process and see whether I'm going to be liking it. I'll let you guys know what I think about this pot. Actually, doesn't even matter. I bought a bigger one before actually, and it's down here, but I bought a massive pot. Maybe when I finish buying all of my stainless steel pot, I'll bring everything out and show you guys. But in the meantime, I got a new pot from Ikea, and that's the motivation for cooking egusi soup. And that's why, actually, yes, that's the motivation for me cooking egusi soup right now. Ooh, the pot is gorgeous. It can serve as a plate, and it can serve as a pot. It's actually not very big. It's supposed to be a 28 cm. How many cm is it? Yeah, 28. Yeah, 28 cm. It's a 28 cm pot. So I already have a Scoville pot that is 28 cm. This is like a pot and a plate together. And you can use it to saute stuff as well, like stir frying. It will be nice for stir frying, but I'm going to be using mine for my egusi soup right now, and you guys are going to be seeing it. You can actually use it on, they say it can function in the gas stove. It can function on like a local gas, on a gas stove, on a gas hob, on the normal cookers, and then it can actually cook even inside the oven as well. So you can put this in the oven with the lid on, and on the lid it has got like this part of it is perforated to release pressure. I don't know if you can see, there's a hole, there's a tiny hole here. That's a tiny hole on here. That thing is a tiny hole that it releases what's it called, for pressure release. That's what it is. So I think it's a tiny little bit small pot. So that's what I'm going to be using to make my egusi soup right now. Okay. So I already boiled my soup I already boiled a pot of woohoo! God, I'm pouring it on myself. I already boiled my proteins yesterday, already set, my onion chopped, my pepper, everything is blended, and it's just for me to go right into cooking of the soup right now. You guys, let me show you guys something that I did. This is one of my Scoville pots here. Look, I soaked pomo. The portion that I want to use, I've actually used out of it too. See pomo, like, I don't believe, if I show you the size of pomo that I soak to get this big pomo, you will be surprised. Look how big this thing is. Can you see how big it is? I'm going to bring the dry one and show you guys to see how this thing is so amazing. How, like, because it's dry pomo, and pomo as in skin. It's cow skin. Well, if you're not Nigerian and you're watching me, we eat this, is cow skin, okay? We dry them, and then I soaked the dry one and it became this big. This is so big. If I show you, I'm going to show you guys why I'm saying this is so big. Like, the size it was before I soaked it, it was so little, and all of a sudden they became so big like this. This has never happened to me. Probably that's why I'm excited about it. Like, to think what I soaked was like this. This is what I soaked. This were the sizes they were. They were this small. This was the size of pomo that I soaked. And look at how much pomo. When I soaked them, see what I got after soaking. The water is dripping, but I don't mind. This is what I soaked, and this is what I got. Like, it's so amazing. I don't know. This is a typical example of dry bone shall rise again. Like, just because I soaked them overnight and then they became that big, it's mind-blowing, to be honest. So as soon as I dropped the jar, I picked up this bag of donuts from Co-op, and then I also picked some broccoli for his dinner, and then I picked that one for me. Picked organic broccoli, organic cucumber. I'm going to use it to make sandwich for myself, and it was on sale for 94p. Ideally it's more than 94p, so I picked it up for 94p. My baby's nose is running so much, so I picked up wipes. I'm going to put that wipes in my pocket so that I don't forget when I'm going. It's going to be, it's hilarious how you send children to school and they look nice when you send them to school, and then by the time I'm carrying my child, he has kata everywhere on his nose, like dry kata, patches of dry kata. I'm like, what in the world is this? I sent this guy to school in good shape, in good condition. But my son he's coming back from school, there's patches of dry kata all over him. There's dried, like where he has cried, the line of the tears that he cried is just, like his face is decorated when I'm picking him up. So I thought to get wipes and put it in my bag when I'm going, so that when I get him, I can just like do a little bit of wiping of his face for him before we get on the bus. And then I got strawberries. My light is getting bad now. He likes to eat strawberries, so I got him a cornet of strawberries. You guys, this strawberry is £3. £3, and my son does not eat cheap fruits. You know, like cheap fruits, bananas are cheap. Jeju will not eat them. Any fruit that is cheap, this kid does not eat them. He eats strawberries, mangoes. Those fruits are expensive. Those are the kind of things he eats. And then I also picked this I also picked this one, spinach. I have like some already cuts prepared for me to use for my goosey soup, but I'm thinking if it's not enough, if it doesn't show, I picked one bag already before. If it doesn't show, because if it doesn't show, then I'm going to use like a little bit more from this one. This one is on sale. The one I bought yesterday wasn't on sale. Picked that up and then picked a bag of onions. You guys, at this point, I need a farm of onions. I need an onion farm in my backyard because I'm always buying onions. And then I also got potatoes for Deju's dinner. He loves to eat some potatoes. He got him potatoes. And then I got tuna for my sandwich later. Okay, I love to eat sandwich, at least. So I bought sandwich for myself. Oh my god, I saw pomade that I didn't want to soak. Take that out. I don't want to soak them. So that's everything that I got. I'm just going to, I think it's nearly time for pickup. I might not be able to make this soup again that I want to make. It's 2:34. It's 2:34 now. Shall I even continue cooking this soup, or I should just wait when it's time to when I pick him up, then I'll cook this soup. I think I'll be more settled when I pick him up. So maybe I shall just relax, make a cup of tea for myself, and then I might just relax, make a cup of tea for myself, and then I would start cooking the soup when I pick Deju up from school. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going all these people will be getting pregnant on YouTube and then they'll be hiding it. How did we not know? How did we not know? Vicky's pregnant. Alma is pregnant. Juliet is pregnant. Everyone is pregnant. I'm pregnant as well. We all are pregnant. I'm pregnant as well.